Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I know it's very different because it's obviously not the main channel. However, today I have just a video that I have planned to do for a little bit. Basically, if you didn't know, I'm a big fan of the football. It's about Man United, which is horrible. But I'm going to be reacting to some Premier League table predictions that I did all the way back in July, I believe. Yeah, I know I didn't make anything on it, but here's proof of it, right here. As you can see at the top, it does say the 31st of July at like 10 in the morning. Don't know why I did that then. To see that I'm not lying. So I can actually get it up for myself. I went to this side of me. No, it's the same side. To this side of me will be the actual table. So I'm going to start off with 20th place, obviously. And I said that Norwich would be relegated. I feel like that was an obvious one for everyone, that Norwich would obviously be relegated and be in last place. I don't know, it just felt like that. Because obviously, to me, it felt like they had a worse team than when they came up in 2019. And it just felt obvious that they would go down again. Because all the signings they made, it just weren't Premier League quality. I don't know, it just didn't feel right to me. So I predicted them to go 20th. And I obviously got it right, because it just felt obvious. 19th, I actually put Burnley. I feel like I did quite well in this one. I obviously finished 18th real life on the final day as well. That was a bit one of those like out there ones, although I feel like people sort of predicted that as well, because it felt like, this will be the year that they finally go down. Because, they've always just had that style of play. And I think when Sean Dyche got sacked, it really felt like, yeah, this is it for them. Although they did go on that really good run with their interim manager. I think Mike Jackson, isn't it? And I thought, oh god, Magic survived now. And then obviously, unfortunately for them, Leeds and Everton also did quite well at the end. So inevitably they went down on the final day of the season. But, oh well. I mean, I'll take it though. 19th, it's one less than what they actually got, but they still went down. 18th, bit of a surprise one, Southampton. I don't know, because obviously they've been such an inconsistent side for years now. I just really felt like, maybe this year it could be end for them. Because, the previous two seasons they had lost 9-0 twice. And it just really felt like, oh yeah, maybe this season's the one they finally capitulate. I should really get the signings up, because I honestly do not remember who anyone signed, apart from a few teams. And I mean, yeah, I think they had a struggling start to the season. I could be really wrong, but they did not have a good end to the season. It was really bad. Did lose 6-0 to Chelsea quite recently. I say quite recently, from a couple of months ago now. At home as well. But there was also a stage in the season where they were actually really good. They went to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and won 3-2, and then they went to Old Trafford and drew 1-1 in a game they should have won as well. And it just felt like, oh, I could actually be really wrong, but then obviously again they did perform as they always do, and I mean they finished 15th, so obviously I was wrong in that. But ultimately, 2 out of the 3 relegated teams go right. Alright, 17th place. I said 17th place would be Brentford. It wasn't. Brentford really surprised me. I finished 11 points clear of the relegation zone. And for a team that came up through the playoffs and always had such a struggle to get into the Premier League, they surprised me. because obviously they won 2-0 on the opening day against Arsenal. But then they had a struggling time around Christmas. And it was like, oh, you know what, maybe, they're just not good enough for the league. They'll just go straight back down. And then at some point, they just turned it around. Obviously, they won 4-1 at Chelsea, and they did all that. And it was like, Christ, actually a really good team. I mean, I ended up finishing in 13th place, so I got the one quite wrong, but I did think many people would predict them to get relegated. I did not. I was being generous. I thought they would survive but would probably end up with second season syndrome and go down. But I don't think they will. I think they could finish like 15th next season. 16th, I put Watford. It wasn't Watford. They were atrocious. They were so bad. Not as bad as... Oh no. Well... They were equal with Norwich. Obviously, I can't talk. They did beat United 4-1 and then drew 0 at Old Trafford, which was incredibly frustrating. But I don't know, Watford, you just always knew whoever they'd play, they'd lose. Because I'm pretty sure they lost. And then they lose 4-0. No, not 4-0. 3-0 to Norwich at their home ground as well. And just like, oh my god, if you're doing that, you don't deserve to be in the Premier League. It's that simple. We're not quite a yo-yo team like Norwich are, but I think they will begin to be, and obviously they have their parade of sacking managers. They had, what was his name? Was it Xisco Munoz? Was that their first guy? I don't know why they sacked him. Because I think they had 4 wins out of... I want to say 11, but I could be wrong. They won 3-2 at the start of the season against Villa. And, 4 of those wins were at the start of the season. They only won 2 more after that. And it's so stupid. Obviously got Claudio Ranieri. He did beat Everton 5-2, yes he did. That was an unbelievable result. That was a really good result for them. And obviously they did beat United 4-1. Then after that, tragic. I think, was the United game their final win? Hang on, I can find this out. Yeah, Villa away was their final win of the season. That was a long time ago. But yes, I don't know why they finished. I thought they'd finish in 16th. That was a bit of a stupid prediction. I always thought because Watford were always a decent Premier League side. They just, replicate that after coming straight back up. Did they come straight back up? No, they didn't. Did they? No. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So that was stupid. I was quite wrong with that. 15th. I said it would be Newcastle. We did not know that the Saudi takeover would happen back in July when I did this. So I feel like 15th was a respectable place. Because I think Steve Bruce did alright in the previous 2 seasons. He didn't do that badly, he did alright. And it just felt like, maybe they'd just be an average mid-table position again. And obviously, the takeover did eventually happen in October, very controversial. They made all those signings in January with Bruno Guimaraes and Kieran Trippier and Dan Burn. And I think there was a couple of others, but I don't remember. And Chris Wood, such a weird one. And they finished in 11th. Fair play to them. It really turned it around in the second half of the season. 15th, I think back in December they would have taken 15th in a heartbeat. Because they were rock bottom. They were definitely in the bottom 3, but they might not have been last because Norwich City exist. But yeah, decent season for Newcastle. Wrong prediction though. Again, fantastic. 14th, Crystal Palace. Yeah, I think it's respectable to finish 12th in real life. I did think that Palace made some really good signings. A lot of people thought they'd get relegated, I'm pretty sure. I really don't know why. I really like the signings made. Conor Gallagher, Mark Gahey, Anderson, I don't know what his full name is. As it was last season, wasn't he? They were just a load of really good. Oh, Michael Elise. They were just a load of really like unique signings, and I thought they would they'd click in the Premier League. Maybe not like, so soon, but I think they eventually would, and they did. They proved a lot of people wrong. I think they proved me right. They finished in 12th place. Good enough for them. It was really good for them, actually, especially for Patrick Vieira's first season. They did beat Arsenal 3-0 as well, quite recently. They had their last 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Very good. And they beat United on the final day of the season. Of course. Yeah, really good season for them. 13th, I put Brighton. Because obviously last season they were so unlucky. They're one of the best teams in terms of XG, but they did so poor. And again, it felt like it was happening this season, but they did start to turn those chances into goals, and it actually got them to finish 9th. 9th place for Brighton. Like, that is insane. That's been so undermined all season. That they are by far the biggest overachievers this season by a country mile. To finish in 9th place. And Graham Potter's a really good manager, and he has got that Brighton team ticking. Their last 5 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, no defeats. We see that very famous 4-0 victory against Man United. Brilliant. And they also, they beat Tottenham 1-0 and then Arsenal 2-1, both of them away, literally back to back, which is so impressive. Again, just so undermined. Incredible, really incredible from them. I feel like 13th was a respectable position for them. I don't know did they finish like 16th last season or something? I feel like 13th was fair, but now they finished 9th. Proved a lot of people wrong. 12th place Wolves. Yeah, they got 10th. I'll take it. It's obviously not spot on. But yeah, I just thought it'd be good. They got the new manager in Brunellage. A really, really good, unlucky start to the season. I think they lose 1-0 like 3 times, and then they went on a really good run of form in their last 5 games. Though 3 defeats and 2 draws, not the best. They lose 3-0 to Brighton. Super Brighton as they are right now. They finished in 10th. I think I'll take that. Yeah. Good for Wolves. 12th place I gave them, but they finished 10th. Not bad, but obviously not correct either. 11th place, I put Everton. I was wrong. I don't think anyone would have predicted this. No one in their right mind would have predicted Everton to do this badly. Finishing in 16th, they literally, like 4 or 5 weeks ago, you genuinely thought, oh my god, they're going to go down. I mean, they turned it around, obviously. Frank Lampard did a good job. Say to get the players to just, fight for the badge. And they finished the season quite well with wins against United, Chelsea, and that really incredible comeback against Crystal Palace. That was a brilliant game. I mean, they did lose 5-1 to Arsenal on the final day, but nothing really to play for, so not a lot they could do about that. But yeah, 11th place, really wrong. Really wrong. I feel like if Lampard was there at the start of the season, they probably would have got there, but obviously 16th place. Not good. But at least they survived, so they'll look to turn it around. 10th place, I gave West Ham. I felt like they would have that European effect that most teams at that level do. They would get into Europe and then they would just struggle in the league. I feel like 10th was fair at the time, to give them that 10th place, and then obviously they got to the semi-final of the Europa League against Frankfurt, was it? Then went on to win it. So to lose to the eventual winners, not bad. They also beat Barcelona. So I think that's fair for West Ham, a 10th place. But obviously they finished 7th, which is still really good. They're in the Conference League next season, which I think they could genuinely win if they tried. But yeah, West Ham to win the Conference League next season. You heard it here first, folks. But no, I'd say 10th was a fair pick at the time, but 7th place, they proved me wrong. So fair play to them. This is when it all starts to get a bit weird. 9th place, Leeds United. What a stupid pick. They finished 17th. This and one coming up, well, a couple coming up, by far the worst. No one, well, maybe they did, second season syndrome. I just didn't see it. I honestly thought, because of how well they did in that first season, well, last season, did they get 10th? That they would just do it again. And not just, do it again. I honestly thought that they would better it. I thought they'd get 9th place. I mean, they didn't. They really didn't. They got 17th. Just to survive by skin of their teeth. That last day win really helped them. I do fear for them next season. I really do not know what's going to happen to them. They might get relegated, but at the same time, I don't know. You just never know these things. But yeah, 9th place. Stupid pick. So stupid. Yeah, really wrong. I honestly did just think that Marcelo Bielsa would work his magic again. They did have a lot of injury problems, to be fair to them. They did have a lot of injury problems, but it was shocking, They 79 goals conceded. I think that's the second worst in the league. Yeah, it was. That is so poor. But yeah, another one wrong. Only one right so far. That is brilliant. 8th place, Tottenham. What the hell was I thinking? I really just didn't like the signing of Nuno Espirito Santo. I was right with that. That was a bad choice, but obviously they were going to change manager. But I didn't think it'd be Conte, because he did he reject them? He did reject them last summer. And at that time as well, I thought Harry Kane was leaving. He didn't. He didn't leave. He stayed. Tottenham finished 4th and got into Champions League over Arsenal. What the hell? You couldn't just not have written that back in October. I just didn't think that would happen. But fair play to Tottenham, they've really turned it around. I think they'll do quite well next season. I think they could genuinely finish 3rd or something. Or definitely in the top 4 again. They've got a brilliant manager if they can keep him. But yeah. Sorry, Tottenham. 7th place. Aston Villa. Again. So stupid. So dumb. I just... Yeah. I just really thought that, because they had a really good season last season. A really good season. They had that win against Liverpool, 7-2. And they made such brilliant signings. They signed Emi Buendia and Leon Bailey, who I thought would be brilliant, but he's done nothing. Luca Dean, really good signing. There were a couple. I do not remember. But no, I really just think they better last season's results with Dean Smith. Obviously got sacked. Then Gerrard came in, they had a bit of a lift, and then they really dropped off again. No one mentioned that Villa just had that massive crash at some point in the season. Losing 4-0 to Tottenham at home, Jesus Christ, And they finished the season in 14th place. As you can see down there somewhere. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 6th place, Arsenal. I think this is unfair on them. Because last season they finished 8th, and I genuinely just thought it's just going to happen again. Arteta will probably be sacked when we get someone in, and you know they'll do okay. They'll get into Europe again. They were so unlucky. You know they were doing so well, and you know that thought they should have been in the Champions League, but they bottled it. You know those 2 games against Tottenham and Newcastle. And they also had those ones against, was it Palace, Brighton, and Southampton. Just unbelievable. They really screwed it up. And another season of no Champions League football again. Unlucky Arsenal. I mean, obviously I still got the prediction wrong. They finished 5th, not 6th. Okay, 4th place. Champions League positions. So dumb again. Liverpool, 4th place. They didn't finish 4th. They finished 2nd by a point again. So unlucky. They probably should, you know, they had less defeats than City as well. Who did they lose to? They lost to, oh my god, I don't remember. Oh my god, they have not lost. They lost to Leicester. Yes, they lost away to Leicester, I remember that. Who was the other one? Who else beat? Oh, West Ham! Yes, I remember that. I mean, obviously, as a United fan, I wish they finished in like 4th or something. It's one of the greatest sides of all time. You know, and also that signing of Luis Diaz. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you know, they could have won the quadruple. They didn't. You know, they do have an FA Cup and a League Cup down, and a really successful season. Can they win the Champions League though? I think they will. I think they'll win it 2-1. Because this is just a really good Liverpool side, although Real Madrid have proven many people wrong this season. So I think that'll be a really good game. But yes, Liverpool, I'm sorry. I got that horribly wrong by 21 points. Oh no. Oh dear. But yeah, I've got it wrong. Oh my god, wait. Scrap that. I missed out 5th place. Yeah, Leicester City got in 5th place. Yeah, sorry about that, I completely forgot. I just sort of aired over it. Yeah, I put Leicester City in 5th place. Because obviously they won the FA Cup last season, which was an absolutely incredible achievement. And I really thought, you know what, why couldn't they get into 5th place? They could be pushing that 4th position. They didn't. They had a bit of a poor season for their standards now. They finished in 8th. I mean, they got to a European semi-final, but I wouldn't say it was the best season for them. 8th place, because the standards are so high at that place now. But 8th place, yeah. I got it wrong, so great. But yes, 3rd place, Chelsea. I really liked the signing of Lukaku. That signing was so promising back then that I genuinely thought that, well, why wouldn't they? Why would they not be challenging for the title? You know, like they should have challenged the title, and they were top in December, I'm pretty sure. And they really could have won that league. But I don't know what happened. Obviously, all the Roman Abramovich stuff and all that happened, so it was quite a tough season for them. They were obviously the reigning champions of Europe as well. And they lost 2 cup finals both to Liverpool in games they probably should have won as well. Especially that League Cup final, they should have won that final. They were so unlucky in that. The FA Cup final was a good game. They could have gone out either way. But in the league, they really should have, you know, done something. So I think they underperformed a bit, but they'll take 3rd place back in the Champions League. Obviously, they should have beat Real Madrid. You know, they were 3-0 up at the Bernabeu. Oh, I was so unlucky there, but yeah. At least I got it right. 3rd place, Chelsea. Well done. Okay, well, you know the final two are. It was City or United. Thankfully, I put United in second place. I say thankfully, as if that's a good thing. It was still a horrible prediction, because they finished bloody 6th. What a disaster. What an unbelievable disaster. Because honestly, I genuinely thought at the start of the season that, you know, because obviously of how last season went, you know, should have won the Europa League final. Bloody penalties. We could have won the league. We did so well. It was such a nice time to be a United fan last season. You know, the team were doing so well, and we got into, you know, the start of this season, signing of Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo, and you just genuinely thought, why can they not? Why can they not battle for the title? I didn't think they would win it. I thought they would come second place again, but I thought they'd be up there, you know, where Liverpool were this season. Because it's like, why would you not be up there? And obviously, you know, at the start of the season, beating Leeds 5-1, and then Wolves away 1-0, the Southampton game was disappointing. I think that was the signs of like, oh, there's still a lot of issues. And beating Newcastle 4-1 on Ronaldo's return, that was just like, wow, you know. It's like, this genuinely could be the year. And then the Leicester game, the 4-2 defeat, and the 5-0 to Liverpool, and the 2-0 defeat to City, which is like, not this year. And then the 4-1 defeat to Watford, and then it was like, oh god. Then Ranić coming in, you know, we weren't that bad under Ranić. The players just didn't perform, they just gave up. And it was just like, oh Jesus Christ, this is embarrassing to watch. And they finished 6th. Not 2nd, 6th. So, that was a dumb prediction. I was so confident about it. The last win we got was Brentford, and that was like, I don't know, like 7 weeks ago or so. I'm joking. And obviously in first place, Manchester City. Yeah, got that one right as well. That felt like an obvious pick. Did it? Well, yeah, I was torn between the two. Obviously, I am biased in a way. Or big way, but I did think that City would edge it out again. You know, City is such an incredible team, and the fact they still managed to edge out this league win over Liverpool is just sensational. It shows how good they are. The fact that they are still topping Liverpool every single season, apart from obviously that 2020 season, it just shows how good they are and how worthy they are to be champions every single season, which is so annoying to say. And obviously that last day comeback against Villa in 5 minutes. Wow. Just wow. But yeah. Fair play to City. They deserve to win the title. Champions League though, Jesus. They could have gone far, but they crumbled yet again. But no, got another one right. That is 3 out of 20, I think. I'd take that, honestly. Horrible, but I'd take it. But yeah, 3 out of 20. That is, it's okay, but there are some embarrassing picks, especially in that top half. It's not good. It really isn't good enough. So yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the Clips channel. There's a lot of clips going out pretty much every day, and also don't forget to subscribe to the main channel. But anyway, thank you, and I will see you next time.